So then I said, is this your card? And they said, yeah, I'd hate to play cards with you. Are you listening? Are you listening? There comes a time in every young pig's life where they want to do a card trick that doesn't require a lot of work. Maybe you found your father after so many years of trying, and you really don't feel like doing much work for a card trick, but you're still obliged. So here's what you do here. You tell the spectator that you're going to turn your back. This is complete and fair and free as could possibly be, but you're going to turn your back. They're going to deal the card just like this, and they're going to stop dealing wherever they want. Now here, they can look at either card they want and remember it. That's what you tell them to do here. So you go ahead and turn your back, and the spectator does this as best they can. Hopefully you've picked a spectator that is not only competent, but also able to deal cards. So they stop wherever they want. They look at whichever card they want, and here you tell them that let's say that they remember the 9 of diamonds here. That's a fantastic card here. So you tell them now that they could put whichever half they want. So they could put this half on this half. They could put this half on this half. The choice is up to them. But then you tell them to cut the card to make sure that you have no idea as to the location of the card. So here's where you turn around. It's been completely fair up to now. So you say, you know what? I'm just going to run through the deck to see if I could get a little bit of an impression, a clue, if you would, because I need to get an affinity for these cards here. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to touch them, but I just want you to think of your card. Say it over and over in your head, like like Queen of Diamonds, just like that, right? Just say it over and over in your head. Grab my hand, and the spectator grabs your hand, and you say, oh, okay, I'm getting a big impression. Oh, here it comes. Here's my impression. Oh, here's my impression, baby. Yeah, baby, turn around. Here's my impression. Oh, yeah. Oh, 9 of diamonds. And at that point, they're satisfied sexually because you found their selected playing card. Annemann was a, because he's long gone, fantastic magician that I can't stress enough the ingenuity of his methods. He's so good. I sometimes think that he stole his methods from other smarter magicians. But here's an amazing trick by Annemann that he calls LOCATRIX. Now, usually magicians are aware of tricks that involve the key card principle. But here, Annemann has involved the use of 2 key cards, which are the jokers. So the setup is that you have one joker on top and another joker on the bottom. That's the setup. If you don't want the setup, you could have the deck shuffled and just remember the top card and the bottom card, and you're ready to go. You're ready to blow some loads here. So here, Annemann is using the hot technique of 2 key cards, technique that's often overlooked in Magic. I'm going to leave the description where you could buy the book where he teaches this, because that book is a gold mine, and on Amazon it's like $4. So you are missing out on a wealth of knowledge if you don't have and get that book there. So here's the way the trick works here. So now what you do is you have the deck set up in this way, and you tell the spectator that they're going to deal the cards just like this and stop wherever it is that they want. You're going to turn your back so you can't see anything here. Now, again, this is up to you if you want to turn your back. If you don't feel like you have the audience management to control your spectators into submission, then you could look at them here and just tell them what to do here. So you instruct the spectator that you're going to do this, and they're going to deal the cards and stop wherever they want. Or you could just go right off the bat and hand the deck to the spectator without doing any sort of explanation and tell them just to deal the cards on the table and to stop dealing wherever it is that they feel like they have an inclination here, a sudden urge to stop, and they do this. Now, of course, what's going on, because they've dealt the joker to the table, that's already one step done. So wherever it is that they stop, you're golden, because you have the other joker here, you have another joker here. So they could look at whichever card they want. They could look at this card or they could look at this card, because you're still going to have a key card here. So let's assume they look at this 5 of diamonds. So you tell them, oh, sir, go ahead, look at whichever card you want, either this one or this one. That's great. Okay. So they look at this card. They remember it. I'm going to keep it face up for the sake of explanation here. Now you tell them, go ahead and complete the cut here. So put that half on top of this half. Or if you want, again, audience management, you could tell them, oh, sir, as a matter of fact, you could put whichever half you want on top of that card. You know, if they're a magician, they're going to be especially surprised by this, because usually you wouldn't offer this sort of freedom past this civil rights. So we're going to leave this card face up and assume that the spectator has put this half on top of that half. Now you tell the spectator, go ahead and give the deck a cut just to make sure that I have no idea where your card is. So they give this deck a cut, and you're set here because you have either key cards next to both possibilities of cards that they could pick. So when you spread the deck out here, you notice that you're going to find a joker. The card to the right of it is going to be one of the possibilities of cards that they could pick. You spread again and see the other joker. The card to the right of that one is going to be the other possibility. So you've located the two possibilities of cards that they could have potentially picked here. So the way you reveal this is really up to you. So what you could do is take the deck back and spread these to get an impression. Note both cards next to the right of the joker here. So the card to the right of the joker, in this case is the Queen of Diamonds. Keep spreading. Note the other card. And you're going to do the hot Darren Brown ploy here. That Darren Brown, oh boy. Oh boy, if Darren Brown was in front of me, I'd suck his... Here's the ploy. You note these two cards and say, I don't want to touch the deck. Of course, you've touched the deck because you've spread it to peek at the card. So here you say, I don't want to touch the cards at all. But sir, just think of your cards. Say it over and over in your head. Now here, what you're going to do is you're going to name whichever card you want here. You're going to name whichever card you want here as an example of their card as to what they're supposed to do in their mind. So you say, sir, think of your card. Say it over and over in your head, like Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds. If the spectator urinates themselves and marinates their pants, you know that that's the card they picked, because what else card? Why else would they react? So that's the hot Darren Brown ploy. However, what if they don't react? Well, you just gloss over it because you're using that card as an example. They don't suspect anything there. They're not intelligent enough to backtrack on this sort of stuff. You're a magic man. You're the one that's smart. So you tell them, sir, think of your card. Say it over and over again. Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds. You got it? Perfect. Okay. Now hold my hand. Say perfect. All right. And now guess what? Because you know it's not the Queen of Diamonds, you know it has to be the other card. So you say, hold my hand for 5 of Diamonds. And you are 100% bang on. Here is a fantastic sort of routine that you could do to impress your friends and family based on the hot works of Annemann. So go ahead, give him some love in the description. Well, you can't give him love because he's long gone. We went over this. You could give me love though at pigcake.me. Hot tricks there. And also Patreon. On Patreon. Check that out. I'm going to drop a hot variation of this trick, more advanced for those of you guys that are there. So you should check that out. A hot dollar makes a difference. So do that. I'm going to go figure out different ways to hide my leprosy.
Again, when I see you 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 again.